I had not thought through the translation process at all until I was trying to talk with a French person on camera and realized that this process is not as easy as I thought.
After leaving France, going to college in the States, I moved back to Germany and taught for 20 years in Germany. So I had a foot in each of these countries that are represented in a big way in the part of the war that The Girl Who Wore Freedom covers. So I wrote you said, well, why don't you come over to my house? So I came over to your house and you started showing me this footage. So I'm watching this and I'm hearing you asking the question of the French person, and then somebody translates it into French for you. And then the French person in a very French way gives you this long-winded, beautiful answer. And I'm imagining your face probably looking very blank and pleasant, but not giving them immediate feedback for the details that they were giving you. And then when they were done speaking, 10 minutes of translation, and then you could ask your next question. So as we sat there and looked at your laptop that day, I wondered out loud if it would be possible to have a simultaneous system set up so that one person who speaks both languages can simultaneously translate your question, then flip and translate the French response into English into your ear, and then go back and forth that way.
Yeah, what I think I did first was say, oh my gosh, you're completely right about that. And one of the ways you convinced me was you explained to me that an interviewee will, in a sense, bond with the people that they're speaking with. You began saying, would it be possible to do what they do at the UN and have somebody simultaneously translating in your ear from a hidden location so the interviewee only bonds with you?
It's not only that, it's also that if they're telling you a story of this traumatic event that they witnessed and you're not understanding them, you're smiling pleasantly at them, but you're not encouraging them to really relive it because you're not giving them that facial feedback of, oh, I'm with you, I'm feeling you, I'm compassionate.
And so we would hide Michèle somewhere close by because the wireless stuff all had to work.
And the trick was, on my little transmitter, I had two buttons, and one button I clicked to talk to Christian and one button I clicked to talk to the interviewee. And I had to keep those buttons flying back and forth during these interviews as well.
The most important thing is that you were hidden and they weren't connecting with you and they weren't hearing you because you wanted engaging with me quickly. What happened at that first interview with Henri Jean Renaud?
Yes, well, that goes down as my quirkiest memory from our translating. We got there, we set up. This was my first time on a documentary crew, so I was amazed by everything that went into it, the lighting and everything. And we got ready to start the interview and realized that our system wasn't up and running yet, that it hadn't been all put together on that side of the ocean. So here we are doing our first official interview. You sat down in your chair and I sat down. I mean, my face was in your hair right behind you. And I'm whispering as quietly as I can this beautiful interview about this man who has not only memories of the war, but then all the veterans that he's hosted over all these decades since then. It was fun. It was a challenge.